What is going on, everyone? We are back on Project Quarm on the Necro, doing our thing. Currently we're level 7, about one yellow away from level 8. That's our goal, is to get level 8, because we get new spells at level 8, and I do not have any money. But I do already have my next pet spell, but I'm not going to be able to afford anything else. We got our pet out. That's a green. We got a blue right here, rattlesnake. So we're just out here in the desert, soloing whatever we can. And we're gonna try to go ahead and get 8, because at level 8 it seems like I can get into a group. We can solo as a Necro, but the thing is, there's not a lot of stuff to kill, and then the stuff that's available to kill is kind of like the undesirable stuff. Damn, this guy's working my pet. I must have a low-level pet or something. I had to sell my weapon to afford something earlier. So we're just punching stuff if we need to. But, yeah, so basically, we're out here soloing whatever we can. We want to get into a group because groups, you know, seem to be the play. Like, obviously the experience isn't going to be as good as soloing, but you don't have to fight for kills. Right now it's early in the morning, so it's not as congested. I think there's like 1,200 players on. Whereas last night when I had hopped on, there was over 1,700 players on. It was pretty wild. And you'd have like kind of makeshift groups, if you would, just kind of posted up on the ridge line here, all along the ridge, and they're just, you know, kind of killing whatever walks by. But the way I see it is I want to get one of these, I don't know, like one of the orc camps in EC or whatever I can over here. See, there's not even a group here. Usually I always see a group here. But I am so poor that I just loot people's leftover corpses for whatever, if they're open. I was turning in a bunch of bone chips and a bunch of fire beetleizing in the last episode. But the hyper spawns for the newbie areas has been turned off. I lagged on it too much. My biggest thing is I haven't put that much time in the server. So that's that. I haven't put very much time in the server. But since I lagged so hard, they've turned off the hyper spawns in the newbie area. They've actually turned them on for dungeons now, I believe. So like unrest and stuff like that. They've lowered the respawn timers. I believe it was said to be down to 5 minutes. Because they were dying in there. They weren't, there was nothing to kill. You know, every camp was taken, every wall, every wall was camped, everything that could possibly be camped was camped, and there was nothing to kill. Let me get in here for a second. Damn. I must have just procced like the lowest level pet. Because he just gets rocked by blues. Am I swinging? Alright. There we go. So this is it. That's what we're doing. So the goal is to get this last yellow. But the XP is slow. Once I get the yellow, I'll get a new pet. That is the spell that I do have, is the new pet, which will help me hugely when soloing. I don't have my self buff on. I should put that on. So the new pet will help me obviously solo a lot better, but being level 8 and getting newer spells will help me get into groups as well. And I would like to, you know, just take it easy, get into a group, chill out, you know, maybe watch some YouTube or watch some of these guys on Twitch. I've been watching a lot of the EQ streamers on Twitch. Watch some football even. Basketball starting, anything. Just kind of relax and take it as it is. This whole like running around the desert, looking for anything to kill, and struggling kind of with blues and stuff like that. I don't know. It's not what I want to do right now. It's what I've done on previous characters, but those were on servers that were not nearly as loaded as this one. The server is extremely loaded, and it is starting to spread out a bit. But then with the spreading out, they've reduced the spawn timers, so it's kind of just evening out. Everything's going as planned, so that's good. I just need to get out here and get work done, that's all. These spiders should be much easier. It's been fun so far. Yeah, the camera, you know, is janky or whatever, so I'm just sticking in first person, waiting for that evolution client to come out. I do have a stack of spiderling silk here, which I can get like half a plat for that, just to help with spells. Spells are over 4 plat right now. So that's kind of the issue. So I have, what do I have? I got 2 plat, 2 gold. I can get half a plat for that stack, but I need like 4.5 plat for spells. At level 8, I do get a lich, you know, so obviously I'd like to pick up that lich. I get invisibility, so that would be nice to pick up invisibility. And there's you know, a couple other things that I don't necessarily need, but I would like to have. That's a scary camp right there. That skeleton's blue, but everything else is red, I bet. Yeah. And it just seems on this server like you get less money. I think that's a thing. I mean, I can do, you know, LFG. But, you know, probably won't get any hits. I almost got into a group earlier. I was just a little too slow. In EC, there was like Orc 1 or something had a spot, but I was too slow on it. That would have been cool. I was passing through EC, and I saw the call, but I was too slow. So, we're just wandering the desert. EC's, you know, although like an orc camp would be nice in EC, and it seems like easier to get groups at a lower level over in EC. There's just not enough mobs over there. North Row seems to have, I'll take that. North Row seems to have more mobs. Oh, there's a group there now, or the starting of a group. The whites are really worth a lot of XP, but they just destroy my pet, so I can't do it. I do have fear, but what's going to happen is I'm going to fear them into more snakes, and then the same outcome is going to happen. Because there's snakes everywhere. Like right there, right here, and they like to social. So you see how that, well, I'll just show it right now. You can see the large rattlesnake, but if I back up to like right here, I can't see it. And if I go like that, you can see a large rattlesnake. So that's something that Secret's fixed, where you can see the nameplates from really far away. I might need to get in here. These snakes really, my pet really has an issue with these snakes. I think it's the poison. It's always poison. We'll get him running here in a second. Come on, before I get poisoned, please. Thanks. I've heard the Minotaur camp outside of Akanon is super good. But that's quite a trip to get over there, and you need to at least be level 8. But if there's a lot of people there, and you're level 8, and there's people that are like level 10 or 11, they're gonna get picked over you naturally, also as a necromancer. You know, you got damage over time, and people just want to kill stuff immediately. They don't want to kill stuff over time. So seems like Necros get picked up less, but you know, I knew that going in. But you have the ability to solo, so you know, that's a nice alternative kind of progress we're making. We need, okay, we need 4 more blues. Let's see, we got a snake, it's a blue. I think I pulled a spider, so we'll grab the snake here. Here's another thing. It's probably really small, so I don't know if you can see it. I've been trying to increase the size of my text, and I don't know. I gotta still work on that. I gotta get the I forgot the in-game command. I'll look into that real quick. Oh shit, pet's gonna die. Jesus, this is a trash pet. I should summon another one, but I gave this one a weapon. I don't have another weapon. Now I'm poisoned. Snakes are just terrible. That's why there's so many snakes. Nobody wants to kill them. They're freaking annoying. Yeah. I mean, I could try. Alright, here we go. And it's really, really hard on this server to cast while you're getting hit. It was one thing on like P99. It's a whole nother thing on this. Now it might get better with like your channeling skill or something, but currently if something's hitting you, you can just spam a 1-second cast, like a life tap that has like a 1-second cast. You could just spam it and you just get interrupted every single time. Like you have to cast it like 15 times before it'll go off. It's kind of crazy. It's a lot different than P99. But that's fine. We'll, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll work with it. I shouldn't be getting hit too much once we, you know, get some levels under our belt. That poison is destroying me. It's almost gonna kill me. It's not, but it got close. There's another funny thing that's going on while I met up a little bit here. Another funny thing that's going on is, you know, the giants in the Rose and Oasis, they share spawns with some lesser mobs. And since it's a new server, and there's a lot of low levels out killing low level mobs, sometimes those turn into giants. I'm assuming they're sharing spawns, kind of like in Wraith Mountains. And so nobody's killing the giants though, because nobody's either high enough, or the people who have gotten high enough are out leveling. They're not, you know, looking for giants to kill in a low level zone. So the giants have kind of just taken over. There's giants everywhere because nobody's killing them. And it's really dangerous, and it's kind of funny. Because usually, you know, typically on any other server, you go on P99 green or something, you go to a desert, there's no giants anywhere. Every once in a while you'll see a sand giant or something. A couple GMs here, or GMs, I was reading chat. A couple of giants here or there. But not like here. There's like dozens of giants running around. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, what I was talking about earlier, which I didn't finish because my pet almost died, is that Secrets went ahead and added dot damage. So I got distracted and about my font size, but in this box here, I don't want to kill another snake. Can we kill anything else? Because like it's the snakes that destroy my pet. If we can kill like a spider, a dark blue spider, it does nothing to my pet. And again, see all these snakes? I don't want to fear because I'm going to aggro like 3 or 4 of these snakes. Because nobody's killing snakes, and so there's just tons of snakes everywhere. And I don't want to kill a snake right now. I mean, I could. If it's dark blue, I could just kind of, I mean... Alright, I got full mana, it's fine. It's dangerous though, I don't want to get too... Let's check out this beetle right here is blue. Sorry, my eye is bothering me. Alright. So let's kill this beetle. I'm gonna leech some of my life back. Alright, so anyways. You're gonna see dot damage, so we're gonna... Where's my pet at? Oh, he's sitting. Shit. it comes. Alright. You could actually just see it in the chat right here. But we'll do a new one. So we'll put Clinging Darkness on him. You'll see it there. The Scarab is surrounded by darkness. Now you'll see each tick of 5 damage. So that's something that you would never see on, say, P99. Or even on TAC P. So it's nice to get the damage on the dot ticks in here. Especially, you know, obviously playing a Necro. That's huge. Oh no, I was watching Secret's stream on Twitch. For me, it was yesterday. And just doing these like fixes and requests just live on Twitch. Just like that, you see the nameplates are gone, but then you move closer and they appear. So that's also fixed, but it's going to be implemented in the next, I think the next file download, like the DLL file download, which I heard is planned for the 15th of October, which is, you know, pretty soon, like a week, I guess. See, now in EC, if I did find something I could kill, I could Fear Kite in EC quite easily. Over here, I'm just scared to Fear Kite these snakes. But I mean, we could go for it. Should we go for it? Let's go for it. Alright. I don't have a hotkey for fear. Oh, I do. Let's get another dot on him. So this is like a 3-tick fear. I mean, this is obviously much easier. That drained my mana though as well. I went from full to 20%. But I mean, it's much easier, obviously. My only concern is what I said earlier about ads. Now, mana regen's pretty quick right now, but it would be better if I got that Lich next level, but we'll work on that. As money comes in, we'll pick up that Lich as well. It's like the next spell that I want to get. Hopefully invisibility actually is probably cheap. I should take a look at it. Invisibility is probably not 4 platinum like the rest, because an enchanter gets it at like level 4. So it's probably like 1 plat or something. This is aggroed on somebody. I think it is. Yeah. So this has been my life now for a while. I was going through and just like for a while there, I was killing skeletons and fire beetles even though they weren't awarding XP. And I was just turning in fire beetle eyes and bone chips, and that was like what felt like, especially during those days, it felt faster because there was even more people in these zones. Does this guy need help? Or is he pulling? I mean, he's running that direction, so I'm assuming he's not looking for help. Here he'd be running that direction, but... anyways, there's just way more people, I guess even more than now in these zones, so that just seemed to be the play. And it might even be the play now, but the issue is they've turned off that hyper spawn that I mentioned. So it is not the play anymore, because it's hard to find skeletons now in the newbie zone. And there's still people in the newbie zone, so it's not like you're getting 100% of the skeletons. Let's get these dots. Alright. Yeah. My pet is just getting destroyed, man. Why is he so fast? Clinging darkness might have worn off. Very slow paced. So from watching streams and stuff, I'm kind of getting an idea of what some of the different camps are that are good. Obviously at like level 8, I think I can go to the bandits over in the Karanas, but I probably can't get there. I mean, I might be able to get there. But that's a dangerous trip. If I can get invisibility, like obviously I could get there. So I can see if I can afford that at level 8. If that is in fact cheaper, on the cheaper end, I could afford that. And then I can try to get over there, and I can get bind as well at this point. I don't have it, but I can get it. I just need to go to a different vendor to get it. Oh, he's gonna kill that. You're not gonna kill that? I'm gonna kill that then. I don't have that much mana. I kind of feel like I should have more mana. I want to fear this spider. Wait a minute. Oh, he dotted it. Oh, okay. He's killing it. I mean, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll kill this little spider then. So a couple things that were mentioned on Secret's stream yesterday about the future is with the Evolution client that they will be coming out with sometime between now and Kunark. He mentioned that client, so the client came out with Legacy of Acacia, which came out after Pop. The very next tiny expansion after Pop. It's one of the smaller expansions. And what it did add, though, is a shared bank slot and a map. So we are getting the map. That we already knew. So the map will come at the end of the server. Once the server's fully gone through, all the way to Pop, and then Pop receives its last patch, the map's going to come in. And, oh, what do we have here? Hopefully he's dark blue. He is. Let's get him. And also, like a shared bank slot. There was one more thing. I was trying to tell my friend earlier, the mage, and I forgot what else was mentioned. One other quality of life thing. And, you know, to each their own. Like, you know, you're going to have some people who say they hate the map, it shouldn't be implemented. You're going to have people say, you know, it's out of era. The shared bank slot is out of era. That Rusty Spear's gold, so I'm happy with that. I don't have enough mana to take on this snake. So you're gonna get that, right? Some people are gonna be unhappy with these things, but you could still play the server, I suppose. It's not gonna come in until the end, you know. And each expansion, well, first of all, I'm fine with it. I don't really care. But each expansion is 9 months as of right now. I guess it's subject to change if there's feedback. So the Secret and the devs are really good about feedback, and you know, if people want something, they'll try to put it in as much as they can. Another thing with the Evolution client naturally is the mouse wheel. The camera system is just going to be completely revamped, and everybody's going to be happy. Now I want to play now. I'm just my mind's all over the place. I want to play now because I want to get some of these legacy items, you know, because after 3 months the classic legacy items are going to be out, and I would like to go get them all because I've never had most of them. And like Monostone and stuff, and so I'd like to have them for that. And also, by the time you get to the end of the server, by the time Pop's out and say the Bazaar's out with Lucelyn and everything, some of these items, even though they're not going to be as scarce as other servers, like originally, or P99s, or anything like that, even though they're not going to be that scarce, one's yellow. They are still going to be worth a lot of money. Not as much as those servers, but you got to think a bunch of people who played are going to stop playing because it's going to be over 2 years until Pop is out, maybe like 2.5 years until Pop is out. So a lot of those items are going to be gone. They are 1 per character, so naturally, you know, the sweatier players are going to make alts during this time, during these 3 months. They're going to make alts and they're going to go and they're going to get multiple copies of these things, of course. But a lot of people are saying like the camera is a deal breaker, this or that's the deal breaker. So after these 3 months and you can't get them anymore, they're going to implement the evolution server. People are going to maybe start playing, and then once people start playing, you know, that's already passed. They're not going to be able to get those items. And then, you know, like I said, over the next 2.5, 3 years, people will quit and those items will just be rotting on their account. I just think it's a good idea to get on here and to go get those items and to let them sit here, because I do want to play during Pop, and that could be a way to just secure. I'm gonna aggro that. Oh, fuck. That could be a way to secure wealth in the future. Oh, come on. Fuck. We're just running. Fear lasted a good amount of time. Well, hopefully my new pet is not as low level as that one, because that one was freaking garbage. Oh shit, they've already caught up to me. Oh no. Oh no. Gotta get to these guards. We got some juice in the tank. We got it. Come on, boys. Not the moss snake. We got bigger, badder snakes over here. That was just one. I got a hurt snake out there somewhere. I wonder if I can get back out there after these two take... Oh. Come on. What are these? Which one's my hurt snake? None of these? See how many snakes I aggroed in that amount of time? None of these are the ones that... Oh, this is it. Bummer. I was hoping like he would be slower or something and I could get back out there and get good credit for him. We're gonna take on the skeleton though for sure. Let's get him away from the guards. These guys will drop cloth pieces that sell for 1 or 2 gold, and then, I mean, the chest piece sells for 4 gold. But more importantly, I'm gonna need bone chips. I've been using a lot of bone chips as turn-ins and stuff, so I haven't been stockpiling them. And, come on. And so with that, my next pet requires 2 bone chips, so when I do get level 8, which we're getting close, it is going to require 2 bone chips per summon. And I just want to make sure I got bone chips here. So if I see skeletons, I kill them. So I'm going to med up here, and then I'm going to pull out my pet, and then I'm going to get back over there in action. That may take just a couple minutes, so we'll go ahead and just pause it here. All right, so we've done just that. Let's give ourselves a buff now that we're moving on. So what was it, yesterday? I took a look at my Necro on P99 just to kind of see what I'm doing at level 8. And at level 8, I was in South Row at the orc camps. So that's doable at level 8. And I was soloing them. So I may look into that. They're probably permacamped with groups. Maybe I can get into a group. They dropped the belts, the slashed belts, and the belts are really nice XP turn-ins, like huge XP turn-ins. So even if I can just solo like one here, one there, I'm totally down to do that. I guess that may be preferred depending on how often I can get drops or I mean spawns. But if I get myself into a group and then every, you know, 5 or 6 belt drop is mine, I'll be perfectly fine with that as well. If I can, you know, sit there for, you know, a couple hour group or something and come away with a bag full of belts, maybe. That's a huge win in itself, so I think that's going to be the play. I'll at least check it out. And like I said, I do kind of, you know, I just want to get into a group and chill. It was definitely a different vibe on P99. This is a new server with a lot of people and everything. So I would like to group more and solo less. I didn't make a Necro to solo my way to 50. I made a Necro because that's what I want to play in Lucelyn and in Plains of Power. Now, I could have made it later, sure. Made something else right now. I was thinking that actually. I was thinking like a rogue or something is the play right now. If you've ever wanted a rogue or something, now's the time. Like a rogue or a wizard, because there's not a lot of them, and there's a crap load of groups. So if you can get yourself into a group, I mean, now you could just ride groups all the way. But at some point, you got to imagine when the server's been out for a year and a half or something. Obviously. There will still be people leveling, but it's not going to be like it is now, where you can just get in a group super... At some point, it should be super easy. There's just going to be a ton of groups. I haven't been able to really get in a group, but I'm not of level yet. I need to get to level 8, and then, you know, and then we'll decide. We'll decide that. We'll find out how easy it is or not. We're gonna kill this spider. I was gonna kill that snake, but snakes are tough. We're gonna kill these spiders. They're very easy. But we do need to test this pet. There's just snakes everywhere, and the social is real. Oh yeah, I should dot it. I can't tell on the spiders if the skeleton is any good or not. There's also the cutthroat camps, the dervish camps or what have you, that drop the cutthroat rings as an option. Yeah, my pet's kind of getting worked. I got full mana, I mean, I'm just gonna nuke this boy. Why isn't there running? Pet a second to met up here. So once again, we are close. Need about a blue, a little over a blue. And then we're going to be moving on to the next chapter of this character. We're still going to need some time before we feel like real powerful, you know. We'll get our life leech dot, around, I think that's at level 12. And I think at level 16 we get like maybe a new dot. And of course we get a new pet with each of these. And so I'm thinking by level 16 we're gonna have a lich. We're gonna have a leech dot to help with the lich. And we're gonna have, I think, a more powerful poison dot. Or we get our disease dot, I'm not even sure. But for sure by 16 we're gonna be feeling pretty good. This is risky, but we'll go for it. Let's just kind of test the pet. Maybe the pet's a higher level and I don't have to fear. God damn it. just gonna run. I was thinking about trying to take them, but... Oh, man. They just do too much damage. The snakes are just out of control. Oh, we got a guard right here. Is this Benadryl? Yeah. Oh, you know. Alright, so we're not that far behind. We'll just get another pet out and go. Alright, so we're back. We're gonna try to make a run at this snake here. I feel like maybe I can get no ads. If I just pull the snake back a little bit. Because there doesn't seem to be snakes or anything in this area. So let's see. We'll also be able to... Oh my god, there is immediately a snake. Coming this way. So the pet seems to be doing a lot better. Better, but still getting his ass beat. Okay. Nice. I didn't have to fear. That was good. What was that? Oh, we want to kill that. Alright. Hopefully my pet can take this. Doesn't seem like it, so we'll get in there. This should be fine though. Hopefully we need to get too greedy here. Nah, we're fine. I think my pet's poisoned also. Alright, so we'll med up a little bit, let the pet med a little bit. Earlier I saw somebody buying regular light stones for 2 platinum, greater light stones for 10 platinum. And I was in the EC tunnel and I saw them spam that, and I just happened to be at Boo Bar buying some water. And there was a greater light stone there, so I checked it and it was off of him. He wanted 1 platinum, 2 gold for it. What? What? Hold on a second. Where's my pet? Am I gonna get full XP for this? It's a blue. Let's see. Oh, snaps! I got someone's leftovers. We got level 8. Let's go. Anyways, I bought the light stone for 1 plat, 2 gold, and then I went to the front of the tunnel and sold it to him for 2 plat. New spells. That's new spells for you. They take a long time to mem. Alright, well I'm hungry. I need to eat something. I think we're already at like 40 minutes or something, so we'll go ahead and call it there. The plans are to check out South Row, see what's what, see if I can solo some mobs or not. If not, get into a group. I want to get into a group, so the plan really is to find a group somewhere and to chill and kill whatever it is. Dervishes, orcs, whatever it might be. Just random assorted desert dwellers, I don't know. But that's kind of the plan. So that's what we'll be doing next time. See you on the next one.